Hi guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Now get ready. Get ready for the
teacher.
lesson.
Teacher.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, teacher.
Now get ready. Time.
Morning, teacher. But it's going to be coming.
It's already afternoon.
Hello, teacher.
Morning.
Hi.
Good afternoon. Hello, how are you? Okay, get ready for the lesson.
Hi, everybody.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Hello, teacher. Hi.
Hello.
Hello, teacher.
Teacher.
Now we are
How
starting.
are you today? How are you, teacher? How are you, teacher?
Fine, how are you?
Hello. Keep quiet.
Okay, very good. They have told you to keep
Teacher.
quiet. Now we are ready for the lesson.
Hello, teacher.
Hello. Someone not ready.
Hello, teacher. Keep quiet.
Someone not ready. Keep quiet when we start.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. So I still am Nakachwa Betty, Miss Nakachwa Betty. Teacher, this is literacy 1B. Literacy 1B. And our main focus is set 9. Set 9, it has the theme, living things in our town council, and the sub-theme, we are basically looking at the parts of a flowering plant and their uses. In set 7 and 8, there was something connected to this, to what we are going to look at. We looked at the leaves. And I know at home out there, you got chance to look at the leaves physically. You are supposed to move out to look at the leaves, the parts of the leaves. Hopefully it was done. Now, when I talk of the apex, the leaf stalk, the leaf veins, the leaf margin, you understand. So today, set 9, we are looking at the types of leaves. And the leaves, there are 2 types of leaves. I know you already have work. Mommy or daddy got from the website. So look at what I'm going to say. There are 2 types of leaves. And the first type is, those are simple leaves. Simple leaves, if I'm to describe them, this is a type of leaves with 1 leaf blade on 1 stalk. On 1 leaf stalk. When we look at the leaves displayed, when I talk about the leaf blade, here I refer to the surface of the leaf. The surface of the leaf in leaf blade it is, as you look at it, it is one on the stalk. And the leaves grow from the stems. So when the stalk is there with the simple leaf, it comes from the stem, if you can look at the avocado leaf. When you look at the mango leaf, it is also, the surface is one. It is standing on the stem as you see it. It is not divided at all. Surface is one. The difference is, look at the one for the purple leaf. Do you see the one for the purple leaf? When you look at it, it has different surfaces, but the surfaces, they don't divide up completely. They differ from the one for the avocado and the mango. Still, they are under simple leaves, because the surface of that leaf or the leaf blade, it's still one. They are dividing up, but they are not divided completely. They are not divided up completely. It is still attached on one, and they still make one stalk. Is that okay? There is one on the right corner. Do you have it? When you look at it, it is also, the apex is there. They are divided, but not completely. Simple leaves, that is the nature of simple leaves. They divide up, but they don't divide up completely. Those are simple leaf. When I talk about the leaf blade, I said that is the surface of the leaf. And when you look at the surface of the leaf, they are still, it is one, making one stalk. When I go to we have more examples of plants with simple leaves. We have the one for the mango, the oranges, jackfruits, banana plants, lemons, and others. So when you're at home, get a chance to look at the different leaves. You will see, and you'll be able to identify which one you are talking about. Simple leaves, I said, it is those type of leaves with one leaf braid, or the surface of the leaf, which makes one, it is on one stalk. Hopefully you have understood. When I go to another type, the second type, that is the compound, those are compound leaves. Compound leaves, this is the type of leaves with many leaflets on one stalk. Leaflets, these are smaller leaves. Leaflets are smaller leaves which make up a big leaf. When you look at the first example they have given us, we have the soybean leaf. The soybeans, it has some other small leaves. Those smaller leaves, they are the ones we call leaflets. And each leaf has its stalk. Each leaf has a stalk. When they come together, they form something. They form one big leaf. You see the first one, the second one, and the third one. When they join, they make one leaf. They make one stalk. For them, when you look at them, they are completely divided into small leaflets, small leaves. Have you got the difference? Go to Mulinga. The same applies to the same. They are small, we have some other small leaves. And when you look at them, for them, they are completely divided up, which is not in the compound leaves. Yes, the acacia leaf and the cassava. When you look at the cassava, cassava is far different from the one for the pawpaw. When you look at cassava, the small leaves, they are completely divided up, and each leaf has its stalk. When these others, the stalks come together, they form one big leaf. That is now the difference with these two types of leaves. For the simple leaves, they don't divide up completely, but for the compound leaves, they divide up completely into leaflets. Understood? I know in your locality, you will move. Some have gardens. You will be exposed to different types of leaves. Yes? Now, a question I'm asking. Anybody? Musime? Prosper? Can you give me one example after looking at the difference between the two types of leaves? Give me one example of a compound leaf, apart from what we have on the screen. Musmenta, Prosper, Musime, Prosper. Any other example you know, apart from what we have on the screen? Hello? Musmenta? Musime, rather, sorry. Musime, Prosper. Are you there? Are you there?
Christmas.
Christmas?
Yes.
I've not heard. Okay, thank you. Nachitende Bushira. Any other? Okay. Give me examples of simple leaves if we are defeated with compound leaves. Examples of simple leaves, more examples of simple leaves apart from what we mentioned. Nachitende? Are you there? Simple leaves now. Simple leaves. Simple leaves. Nachitende, are you there? Are you there? Okay. We are all defeated. Kemigisha Mary. Kemigisha unmute and tell us the answer, giving us the examples of simple leaves. Kemigisha, unmute and tell us the example. Sorry?
A mango leaf.
A mango leaf. Yes, it was there. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, let us continue. Now we are looking at photosynthesis. We are looking at photosynthesis. Why I'm bringing photosynthesis after looking at the leaves, the work I sent in set 7, we looked at the uses of leaves to plants. And we said leaves help, rather leaves make food for the plant. And that is where photosynthesis comes in. That is why the leaves, it must be connected to the leaves. This word has two, it is long as you see it. It has 2 words. It is divided into 2 words, or it is made up of 2 words. The first one, we are talking about photo. The first word, we are talking about photo. And the second one should be synthesis. The second one should be synthesis. Now, Chitibwa Batha. Chitibwa, can you unmute and pronounce the second word from the word photosynthesis? Chitibwa. How can we pronounce the second word coming from the word photosynthesis? Chitibwa. What? Say it again. Photosynthesis. Now we are pronouncing the second word, which comes from the word what? Are you defeated?
Synthesis.
See? Abaho. Keira, Abaho Keira, unmute. We are pronouncing the second word coming from the word photosynthesis.
Synthesis.
Very good. Synthesis. All of us, synthesis. Very good. Okay. Now, photosynthesis, you know, plants, leaves, they make food for the plant. And when they are making food for the plant, there are some other things which are needed. It cannot make food without them. Let me talk about the conditions. Let me talk about the conditions. These must be there when these leaves are making food. The chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, it is the green substance, all the green coloring matter we find in leaves. That green coloring matter or the green substance, it is the one which is supposed to trap sunlight. Whenever it shines, it gets that light from the environment. Then that light, that sunlight, it gives the leaves energy to make food. So there are 2 conditions necessary for this photosynthesis to take place. There are 2 conditions necessary for photosynthesis or for the plants to be able to make food. I said there must be chlorophyll, which is the green substance found in leaves. 2, sunlight. 2, sunlight. This sunlight, it is the one supposed to give energy to the leaves such that they can be able to start making food. These conditions cannot work alone. It's like you at home when you are told to wash clothes. Can you wash clothes without soap? There are some other things which must be needed. those are the ones we call raw materials. Those are the ones we call raw materials. Raw materials, these are things that must be there for a plant to start making food. And number one, we are talking about carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a gas. This gas is used by plants when it is making food. When there is no sunlight, we all know that sunlight comes during the daytime. And at night, there is no sunlight. When there is no sunlight, plants will never make food. Alupo, sit properly. Alexis, put down the arm, lower your arm. Alupo. I said carbon dioxide is the gas that is used by plants when it is making food. It is only needed, it is only used when the plants are making food. When they are not making food at night, they don't need it. And another raw material, that is water. So let us go back to our heading, talking about photosynthesis. Here we can say that that is the process by which these plants must be green because the leaves are green, they are bearing the chlorophyll. It is the green leaves supposed to make food. The yellow leaves, they cannot make food. Why? Because there is no chlorophyll. So here, the raw materials and the conditions, when they come together during the process of photosynthesis, starch is formed. Starch is formed. That's why I'm saying that food made by plants is called starch. And here we are going to say that starch is going to be a product of photosynthesis because it is formed when these two, the raw materials and the conditions meet. When they meet during that process, starch is formed. And as starch is formed, something is given out. Oxygen is the one which is given out. When plants are making food, they don't need oxygen. When they don't need it, they give it out. And for them, they need carbon dioxide during that time. So oxygen is now called a byproduct. Oxygen is a byproduct. Yes? So we are together. Now the question comes. If I'm to ask, Nandaula, Leah, if I'm to ask, what is photosynthesis? Nandaula, unmute and tell us. Nandaula, what is photosynthesis? Nandaula.
The process by which plants make their own food.
Not their own food. Say it again, Nandaula. Nandaula, we have not heard. What is photosynthesis? Very good.
Photosynthesis is the process by which plants make their own food.
Wonderful, good girl. Mulungi, Lania. Mulungi, Lania. Can you tell us, food made by plant is called, what do we call food made by plants? Mulungi, Lania, what do we call food made by plants? Mulungi. Mulungi, what do we call food made by plants? You don't know? Anybody to help? Ampaire Abigail. Can you help Mulungi? Unmute and tell us. Ampaire. Unmute. Unmute Ampaire and tell us the food made by plants. What is it called? Sorry?
Starch.
Very good. So food made by plants is called starch. Nagadia. Nagadia. What does the word photo mean? Remember we said photosynthesis had 2 words and each word was standing for something.
Thank you, teacher, for choosing me. Photo means light.
Photo means very good.
light.
Very good. Thank you so much. Goyola Maria. Goyola, unmute and tell us what synthesis means. Goyola. Synthesis. Synthesis. Synthesis, what does it mean? Tusubira Miranda. Scott. Tusubira, tell us what synthesis means. Tusubira. Nambalirwa Samantha. Unmute Nambalirwa. Nantale Chantal. Unmute. Nambalirwa. Are you there? Samantha, you are not saying anything. Unmute. Nambalirwa.
Means to make.
To make. Good.
When
Very good. So when it receives the light, it is able to make food. Thank you so much. Another question. Basemera, where does photosynthesis take place? Where does photosynthesis take place? Where does photosynthesis take place? Does it take place in roots? Does it take place in stems? Basemera. Basemera. Isabella. Basemera is Isabel. Oh. Okay, we go to another person. We go to another Nantale. Nantale Chantal, are you there? Nantale Chantal, are you there? Where does photosynthesis take place? Where does photosynthesis take place? Namvuma? Namvuma? Namvuma, where are you? Unmute and talk to us. Are you there? Okay, we continue. So photosynthesis takes place in plant leaves, in leaves. because that is where the chlorophyll is. Yes, because of time, we are continuing. We said we have two raw materials for making food, and conditions, they are also two. When they come together, they form what we call starch. And when they have formed the starch, there is something which is given out, that is the oxygen, which is called a byproduct. When I go to the activity, Luiga,
Yes, teacher.
Luiga, are you there?
Yes,
Read
teacher.
for us number 1 and the activity. Read for us number 1, the activity.
One type of leaves.
Number 1. Give us the answer.
Simple leaves.
Give us the answer. Any one type of leaf? Okay, simple leaves. Another question 2. That one. Chalisima. Unmute Chalisima if you are there. Are you there, Chalisima? Chalisima?
Yes.
Read question 2. Yes, read question 2 and give us the answer.
State any one plant in our environment which has a leaf shown below. Maize
Which
plant.
leaf is that? Very good.
Maize
Thank
plant.
you so much. Very good. Thank you so much. Question 3. Simbwa Slivia. Simbwa unmute. Simbwa, is there?
Yes.
Good. Question 3. Read.
How is a leaf useful to a plant?
Yes, give us one.
A leaf makes food for a plant.
Good. A leaf makes food for the plant. Very good.
Plant.
Good. Thank you so much. Otim, Ingrid, Otim, unmute the mic and talk to us. Otim.
Leaves make food for the plants.
That it was mentioned. Give us another one.
Leaves help during transpiration.
Good. Let me talk about transpiration. Thank you so much. Transpiration. Now, pay attention. There are those talking. Transpiration. This is when plants lose water. Transpiration. This is when plants lose water. When it shines much, when there is much sunshine, plants tend to lose water. And when they lose water, that water turns into vapor. The water from the plants turns into vapor. You cannot see water going up, no? It goes up in the form of vapor, water vapor. And it passes through the stomata. Stomata, those are the small holes found on leaves. So that is transpiration. Whenever it shines much, these plants tend to lose water. So, and when I talk about here, we have leaves are used by plants for breathing. Plants breathe in carbon dioxide. Plants breathe in carbon dioxide. A question comes. Which gas, if plants breathe in carbon dioxide, Accord, Cynthia. Call it, Cynthia, unmute. Call it, Cynthia. If plants breathe in, wait, the question. If plants breathe in carbon dioxide, which gas do animals breathe in? Have you got the question? Which gas do animals breathe in? Which gas?
Oxygen.
You don't? Very good. Oxygen. Okay, thank you so much. Another question. Kiza, Benita, are you there? Kiza, are you there? The question still continues. How is a leaf useful to animals? How is a leaf useful to animals? Kiza, Kiza, are you there? Kiza, my dear, unmute. Yeah, hands down. Unmute. Nakate. That one. Nakate, Claire, unmute and talk to us. How is a leaf useful to animals? Are you there? People are not there. Nakate Melissa, peace. Nakate Melissa, peace. How are leaves useful to animals? Unmute and talk to us.
Some leaves are
You are
eaten
not-
as
Some? Yes, some leaves are eaten
eaten
as
as food
food
by animals.
by animals, even you yourself. Give me an example of any leaf which is eaten. The leaves which people eat. I've not heard an example of any leaf people you have ever seen people eat. Yes? Takali, Stefan. Takali, Stefan. An example of a leaf which is eaten by animals. Unmute and talk to us, Takali.
Yes, teacher.
Talk to us. Give us an example of leaves eaten by animals. Yes? You don't know?
Grass.
Even at home, you don't see mommy bringing some leaves. Grass.
Grass.
You eat grass?
No.
Which type of grass? Grass?
Spear grass.
Nantale, you are there. Why don't you talk to us? Sorry? I've not heard, I only hear grass, and I've asked which type of grass. Takali. Are you there?
Yes.
Give us an example of the leaves which are eaten by animals.
Yes.
Still grass?
Mango leaves.
We don't eat mango leaves. Mango leaves, they will come somewhere. For them, they are under herbal medicine. We don't eat them as food. Have you ever seen mommy bringing mango leaves and you eat them as food? We just boil them and we make the herbal medicine out of it. Is that understood? An example of the leaf which can be, the leaves which can be eaten, we have the cabbage. Those are leaves. Those are, do you know cabbage? Okay. So that is an example of the leaves which can be eaten. We have nakati, we have the spinach, we have the sukuma wiki, all those. They are leaves which can be eaten by, grass for the cows. Okay, it's okay. I meant people, the ones you eat at home. Okay. B is talking about some leaves are eaten as herbal. They are used to make herbal medicine. A question comes to Akomorot. Princess, are you there? Unmute and talk to us. Akomorot, unmute. Are you there? Are you there? Nagadia, Christabel? Nagadia, are you there? Nagadia, unmute.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Okay, that is all. Give us an example of the leaves which can be used to make herbal medicine.
Mango leaves.
Herbal medicine?
Mango leaves.
Do you have one?
No.
Yes,
But
mango
we have
leaves.
avocado leaves.
Bombo. Yes, it is. Yes, it can also be used. We just get them, we boil, and then we can make the local herbs out of it, which cures cough and so on. Then we have some leaves are used for thatching houses. An example is the spear grass. Some leaves can be sold to get money. I know at home, some people are not exposed to the banana leaves, but here you are, you go and buy them from the market. So people get money out of it. Some leaves are used for decoration. Question 4, because of time, let me read it myself. In which way is chlorophyll used in a leaf? We say the chlorophyll traps sunlight. Then question 5, what do plants benefit from the process of chlorophyll? People get food. So when that process, they form what we call food, which is called starch. So we shall continue from there next time. I thank you for your thank you so much. We shall meet next
Bye. Bye, Rico.